Hello gun lovers, my name is Mike, your local FFL dealer. In this video, we will be discussing interstate familial transfer. Before I do, a little information about micro-stamping law and handguns. Since the implementation of the micro-stamping law in 2013 by the former California Attorney General Kamala Harris, there has not been any new handgun, zero on the roster of certified handguns. What's the reason, you ask? It's because no firearm manufacturers have equipped their machines with micro-stamping technology. The manufacturers simply refuse to comply with this law out of protest. In California, only peace officers can buy off-roster or newer version handguns such as Glock 19 Gen 5. You can then buy these off-roster newer version handguns from them for a hefty price via PPT. Unfortunately, we normal folks are stuck with pre-2013 handguns. Fortunately, there is a way for free from a generous relative. You could obtain use after handguns by way of interstate familial transfer as a gift from your parents or grandparents, or if you're the parents, then from your children who lives outside California. Of course, the other reason to use this type of transfer is for a grandfather or father to give their son a heirloom firearm. If you're still interested in this subject matter, please continue watching. Before we move on, please subscribe and like so you will know when I will upload a new video. Also, I must warn you that I am not a lawyer. Please seek professional advice. What is exactly interstate familial firearm transfer? Interstate familial transfer is the transfer of firearm between family member where an out-of-state lineal relative is transferring a firearm to another family member who resides here in California. Let's first check if you qualify as a family member for this type of transfer. The person involved in this type of transfer must be a lineal descendant. That means a parent to their children or vice versa, a grandparents to their grandchild, or great-grandchildren or vice versa. You do not qualify if you're a sibling, an in-law, a step-parent, or stepchildren. It must be a direct descendant. Once you have determined that you do qualify, then the next step is to make sure that the firearm is not an assault weapon under California law and that it has 10 rounds or less capacity magazine for both rifle and handgun. For handguns, it must be 10 rounds or fewer magazines, like I said. If it's scary looking rifle, but it looks like it came from Toys R Us or it's fucked up looking, then it's California legal, but please consult an expert. Most importantly, interstate familial firearm transfer must use an FFL dealer per California and federal law. The FFL dealer will treat this type of transfer much like a regular private party transfer. Here's the requirement for this type of transfer. The person receiving firearm must not be a felon or have certain misdemeanors such as a conviction of misdemeanor crime of domestic violence. Or if you have an outstanding warrant such as an unpaid parking ticket, fix this first before buying one. If you don't, you will fail your background check and cost you more money. Furthermore, the dealer will require proof that you will qualify under this law. You will be required to provide proof to the dealer by having a letter from your family member. The letter should indicate the serial number, make and model of the firearm, and make sure that the family member giving the firearm signs the letter along indicating the relations to you. A copy of their driver's license is also required. Some dealer will want the letter to be notarized, but this is not required by law. However, it might be required under their policy. The firearm should be able to accept 10-round bullet magazine or less. The firearm must also not break any assault weapon law in the state of California, like I've said before. However, the 10-day waiting period and the California law limiting one firearm in 30 days still apply. What are the steps when you're ready? The best practice is to first call or email the FFL dealer of your choice to figure out if they will accept the transfer and understand interstate transfer. If they do and they agree, the person who is gifting the handgun can then ship the firearm to the FFL dealer to start the transfer process. Just to make it crystal clear, a non-FFL dealer or any regular person, that's you, can ship the firearm to the FFL dealer of their choice as required by federal law. Once the FFL dealer receives the shipment, they will call the recipient of the gift to arrange a time to process the required forms and background check. During your appointment, have all your documents ready so that there are no delays and wasted time. Time is money for the independent sole proprietor FFL dealer, and they will be upset if you are not ready with all your documents. You will need your California driver's license with your current home address. If it does not have your current address, then you must have other means to prove that you reside here in California. Some examples to prove that you reside here in California are utility bills. Must have the type of utility bills that has a physical connection to your residence, such as a water bill, a hardwired telephone, or a cable bill. This must be within 3 months of the current date. A residential lease or property deed are other 2 examples. Also, make sure you bring your firearm safety certificate. Have the letter handy from your relative. Better yet, just have your relative include a copy of the letter and a copy of their driver's license inside the package. After the dealer has filled out the draws and submitted it, arrange another appointment 10 days later to pick up your firearm. The FFL dealer will go over the safe handling of your firearm prior to you taking it home. That's it. If you have any questions, contact your local FFL dealer or comment below. Thanks for listening, gun lovers. Until next time, this is Mike, your local FFL dealer in Sunnyvale, California, signing off.